Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. We were in an enhanced risk for severe weather. We knew about this risk days and days in advance. On that Wednesday, you could just feel it in the air. You could feel it in your bones. Something was just different in the air. All day, it seemed, the pre-storm anxiety was just building and building and building.
Attention any EMA spotters, report to EOC. EMA spotters, report to EOC.
Well, you heard the lady. It sounds like it's our turn for the weather to start. Let's get going. And then at 5:28 p.m., it finally happened. Our first tornado warning was issued for Washington County, Illinois. So this is where I was sitting with my partner, my spotter partner, yesterday. So I was watching the storms. They're over there, and it started to bow over that which direction. The storm systems were moving southeast, coming this way, going northeast. And just watching this thing come in, looking at radar, I'm like, at most we might get some wind and some rain at this point, just the way the storms were kind of moving in our area. Well, about 15 minutes later, I'm sitting here, we turn our attention to over this direction of Lively Grove. And we thought we were seeing a potential lowering or wall cloud. He's like, hey, check your phone on your radar, see what it looks like. So I'm sitting there checking the velocity in the radar, and I could not 100% tell if it was rotation or not, signatures on the radar. Next thing I know, right ahead, because there was like a wall of rain, it was a wall of the rain coming across this way. Ahead of that rain, right about here, so looking this direction toward Stone Church, all of a sudden, I see a gray little looking finger coming out of the sky. This gray little finger had me kind of shake my head and do a double take. I'm like, wait, what? And this thing just keeps going down and down and down. Next thing you know, it's 3/4 of the way down. And then it looked like it had touched down. And me and my partner were like, that is a tornado over that direction. That is a tornado. And just as the time that the person went ahead and we were about to call that thing in to the National Weather Service, a deputy was over there in the area and reported a funnel cloud over public service band. So there were 3 of us that had eyes on this thing. We strongly do believe that there was indeed a tornado touchdown in the Stone Church area. But no, even after we called it in, I had to shake my head real quick, and then I went to go to pull out my cell phone like I'm filming here. By the time I pulled it up, of course, the thing dissipated and disappeared. The tornado appeared to be a very thin rope-like tornado. Just one of those fast ahead of the storm, spins up, drops, maybe does a little bit of damage and dissipates kind of tornadoes. But that thing just looked super, super faint at first. I was like, is that really a tornado or is that rain? But sure enough, all 3 of us agreed that that was a tornado. We ended up meeting up with the officer who called that in later on in a different town. His squad car potentially got struck by lightning too, of that same storm as he was seeking shelter. This is a picture of where I was sitting right before the tornado had dropped out of the sky. While this went on, unbeknownst to me, there was another trained spotter just to the north of me that was in a town called Oakville that called in a funnel cloud as well over that area too. All these reports prompted the tornado warning for my county. This storm system was truly something that I've never experienced before ever. It just seems like anywhere you looked on the radar, there was either possible rotation or there was legitimate rotation. National Weather Service was watching these 3 spots right after the storm passed over me. While I was on the west end of the county, not long after on the east end of the county, another tornado warning would be issued. There was a strong signature of rotation between Dubois and Temereau, as you can see by the picture. At the moment of recording, I have not heard of any damages down in that area or if there was a legit touchdown at all. I can honestly say that I have never seen anything like this in my life, with the exception of living in Iowa with the derechos and possible QLCS tornadoes. It is a big reminder as to how fast weather can change at the drop of a hat anymore. Always be aware of your surroundings and have an exit strategy. Stay vigilant and take weather seriously. You never know if tragedy can happen to you. I ask personally that you please take severe weather or tornadic weather threats very seriously. Your life can legitimately depend on it.